Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Yonkers Raceway here on Thursday. It is January the 7th, 2016. Going to look at race number 11 here on this opening night. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections. And going back to basics, I said this year I want to really handicap some more harness racing because when I first got into racing, or started liking races 15 years ago now, something like that, 16 years ago probably. I remember going to Yonkers, and harness racing was the first kind of racing I really liked. So harness racing is like square one. That's where it all started, probably, for me. Go look at race number 11 here, which is a 1 mile pace. Philly Mayor's 9 wars of 12,000 last 5 starts. We have a purse of $14,000. We have 8 horses going for the 1 mile pace here. With that, something before it's on my mind at a moment. Something about Yonkers. I like Yonkers a lot, but I just do not like the way they start the races with the finish line. It makes good finishes, but I just don't like the position of the finish line at the turn. If you ever go to Yonkers, they're basically on the clubhouse turn when they start the race. So you're going into the finish line is the turn. It's the way. It's something I think they need to fix. Even if they move it up between the 16th pole and the finish line, I think that's something they have to fix out a little bit. Because the ending of the races are fun, but it's just if you're out 5 out or 6 out, you have no chance. You have absolutely no chance. That's my personal decision. Or they just run a mile 16th races. But we have 8 horses going post here. Gonna do a trifecta here. Can't remember if they have 50-cent trifectas. If they do, it's gonna cost you $1. If not, it's gonna cost you $2. Gonna key in the 2 horses. My top selections: Gianna's Delight. Gonna key her on top. Underneath, I'm gonna box the 1-3. For 50 cents, it will cost you $1. For $1, it can cost you $2. But Gianna's Delight, 4-1, Brian Sears. This horse has 1 star under her belt already this year. That was at Freehold January the 1st of this year. An affiliate mare preferred handicap for 7,000. Finished 6th by 2.5 lengths. Had a decent start, I must say. Breaking from the 8 hole, this horse got up to second by a length off with Andy Miller up that day. And he was just parked and just tired that day against those horses. Plus, that was the horse's first start in about 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks. December 11th was the start before that at Chester, and the 9 wars of 7,000 life in the last 5 actually. Won by 3 lengths. Breaking from the inside, was on the lead basically all throughout. He just was. It was just an easy winner that day. And then at Chester again, or Philadelphia, Harris, Philadelphia, on December the 4th, and 9 wars of 10,000. Finished 7th by 6.25 lengths. He was just parked and tired. Now, I can tell you something. When I first started with harness racing 16 something years ago, there was no Chester. You either went to Freehold. Those drivers were all at Freehold 10 years ago. So that's something. If Jersey gets slots, I think that's something which should really go back. That's why I love Freehold also. Been there many times. But this horse coming back today after that start at Freehold, just to get the horse running, gets an inside position, which would really help. Facing lesser quality horses today, not to knock the horses that are in this field, but I think this horse it's in a lesser spot, has a great post position from the 2 hole, could go straight to the lead, which I expect this horse to do. Gonna go with this one. So recap my bets for race number 11 from Yonkers Raceway. Gonna go with the 2 horses, my top selection. Underneath, I'm gonna box the 1-3. It's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you for 50 cents. It's gonna cost you $1 if they have 50-cent tries. If they don't, I'm gonna play for $1, which is gonna cost you $2. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for full card selections. Good luck, everybody.